Today we have the review of the King Sound KS-H3 and M-10 Electrostatic Amplifier and Headphone system. As you may know, with the Stax brand, that's one of the more popular electrostatic headphone brands. They require special amplification and are not capable of plugging directly into your standard headphone players or amplifiers. So this is a pairing that's sold together for $1,250. So it's not really on the super high end of things. It's, you know, in the mid kind of plus 1,000, but still under 1,500 range. So it kind of is a very interesting contender in that regard. Based on the pricing alone, you know, if we're really getting into hi-fi, a lot of headphones start around $2,000, $1,500. This is a headphone and amplifier for $1,250. So I am very excited about it. Electrostats, and different type of technology, a lot of planar magnetic technology dominating the area right now. But this is kind of like a special little find, let's say. So getting into the meat of it, I do think that the resolution and the detail of this is very much on par with the $2,000 headphones, if not even exceeding it a little more for the price. So the mid quality is very good. The tonal, the timbre, the mids are very articulate and nicely, very well done. And the highs are also very well done. Plenty of emphasis there. A nice flat tonal balance coming through both the amplifier and the headphone, in the sense that it kind of is on par with my Audeze LCD3 reference headphones that I use. So I really like the layout of the frequency response. Nice. It feels flat and even to me, and very articulate. So big plus there from like a fidelity standpoint. I would say if there is one area for improvement on this particular pair, it would be the slam of the bass. So while the extension is fairly good and the texture of the bass is good and the fullness and the tightness, I don't think the impact, the low-end slam, quite compares to a lot of the Audeze lines that I had on hand. Mostly, you could argue that it's only because they do that really well. I mean, I do feel like the Audeze brand have some of the best slam out there in terms of their price range. So it's a kind of a rough comparison, but it is worth mentioning that I did think that it was a little bit better on the other ones. So I think what we have here is a very good contender for one of the best sounding headphone systems for its price. Find an amp and a pair of headphones that sound as good as this. I think it's pretty tough, and I think that's an awesome find. Now, obviously, the big drawback is that this is not a universal kind of deal. This is a sit at home and listen kind of rig, obviously, because you can't plug it into anything portable, and the amplifier is quite big. It gets a little bit hot at the top, so it's very much, you know, you plug it in and listen while you're sitting at home. In that kind of same thought process, though, I will admit that the headphones I found quite comfortable and light. So they're not like super heavy. They're not portable because of their weight, any weight restrictions, or even how uncomfortable they are. I find them to be quite comfortable, as a matter of fact, and good for long listening sessions. So another plus there. Also, the volume from this amp is very loud, so anybody who likes to really crank it should be able to get some serious volume going. I didn't get it past much noon, the 12 o'clock position on that dial, and it was really loud. So plenty of power coming out of this amp. It is an analog only amplifier. There's no internal DAC or anything of that nature. It is something you'll have to get an external DAC for if you want to run it computer, or you can run it from your CD player, DVD player, Blu-ray, whatever your choice of source. But it is just a headphone amplifier and a headphone situation. So thanks so much for tuning in. This is the King Sound KS-H3, and the amplifier is the M-10. Thanks a lot.